What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mega Man 5. We got two more Robot Masters to take down before we go to Proto Man's castle. Wave Man is up next. Another cool-looking water boss. Again, Wave Man. Just try and come up with as many synonyms for water-like options as I can. I do quite like his theme. Pretty catchy. And, this level is very memorable for one specific reason. It's got something that is completely unique to this stage that is very drastically different from normal gameplay in the second half of the stage. It is quite long because of that, though. We do have some normal gameplay here first. Some tubes. And what do you know, I definitely needed one of those. I really want someone to keep track, because this is, like, we gotta have at least 15 of these by now. But yeah, this is a great song. I keep not waiting for the Steam. This part's tricky, though. I always cheese it with Rush Jet, because, yeah, you're supposed to ride these bubbles up. But this one always pops when you get here. So I'll just try to use Rush Jet. And then ride this one up. Well, I thought that would pop, but it didn't pop there. But you do have to get over because, yeah. So this would be quite hard to do without Rush Jet. But now we head on to the second half of the level. And it actually doesn't matter what weapon you have equipped here. It will put you into normal Mega Man. But we're gonna hop in this jet here, or not, I don't know, jet ski kinda? I don't know, but now we're in this auto-scrolling section where you can steer back and forth and jump. You'll have other drivers that are coming at you from behind, as well as enemies in front. These dolphins are incredibly annoying, but yeah, this makes the stage more unique. It does sadly make it where you can't use your other weapons. Well, no, the biggest problem is that you can't pause. You can't heal or anything. That was my issue with it. Yeah, you cannot open your menu during this, and this is quite a long section, too. Yeah, you got some screen transitions. You got a mini-boss here. He's like an octopus sultan or something. But he wants to get right up in your face. But yeah, I should have healed before, because I forgot that you can't heal during this. You can't pause the game. Well, I mean, you could pause that way, but you can't, you know, go to your weapons menu. So this part can be tricky just because of how long it is. That's just the halfway point. Now you get all the dolphins, which are quite tricky to avoid. Those guys aren't too bad if you're paying attention, but the dolphins are just, I don't know. Their angle makes them really tricky to avoid. You kind of have to stay towards the front, but then you don't really want to because of these guys, so you gotta jump over their bullets too. And then behind them. But yeah, can these enemies even drop, items? I don't think they can. You also have to grab a letter E. It's not that hard to get, but if you miss it, you're screwed. But yeah, these dolphins are quite annoying. The rest of this is doable. Oh, they do drop stuff. Okay. Well, I wish I'd gotten more, but there you go. And that's honestly the majority of the level. We're already done now. It is a neat idea. That's exclusive to the stage, so it makes it quite memorable. And again, pretty technically impressive for the NES. But now we can move on to the boss using the charge kick. And so, that attack's hard to avoid. Man, I'm getting comboed. I don't have any E-tanks, though, and I don't want to use my M-tank. Wait, how do you use the charge kick again? Yeah, so you don't press Y. Y does nothing when you're using this weapon. You just do your normal A and B, or, you know, A and down slide, and that's how you trigger the weapon. It's just a slide that does damage, which I almost feel like could be something they just add as a normal, like, upgrade instead of a weapon. But, yeah, it could be useful to use in regular levels, but I don't tend to. And it makes this fight kinda tough. Come on, man. I mean, it does make you invincible when you slide through something, but you gotta be careful with it. So yeah, Waveman, pretty tough. He's got a trident, though. He's kind of based off of, like, Poseidon. And he shoots pretty quick. I've got nothing else to say. Just let me win this fight, please. It's like, it's always the parts where I'm struggling where I run out of stuff to say, and then the parts where I have a lot to say is when I'm doing really good. Anyway, come on, man. And you can't trigger too early or he'll hit you when it ends. There we go. He's easier than I made that look, honestly. But now we will get the Water Wave. Which, it's not even a wave, is it? Or, I forgot what it is, but we only got one Robot Master left. There's a Starman waiting in the sky. Indeed, we are in space, and I feel like the theme really captures that, and we get low gravity for this level. So again, just really impressive stuff for the time. I mean, this wasn't the only NES game to do that, but it's cool. Also the first, not the last, but the first space-themed level in Mega Man, so they had some really good level ideas this time around. These guys are quite fast, maybe intimidating, but they're not really that bad. They remind me of a couple Mario enemies from like Galaxy and Odyssey. Though this obviously came first. Could Mario be stealing from Mega Man? No. But yeah, this is one of my favorite songs in the game. I kept talking about how much I didn't like the music in the later games, or didn't like them as much for being more emotional sounding and less catchy, but they're still really good, especially 5. 6 is kind of where I don't remember as many of them, but 5's still got a lot of great ones, like this one, and Wave Man, and Gravity Man. Anyway, you gotta be careful there, you gotta kinda... So the way you do this is you hold down A, and then... Well, it's basically exactly the same as water physics. Anyway, we got these astronauts out for us. Again, I love when they just put Mets in the wackiest situations. They're so likable. Those rockets, though, quite annoying when they hit the wall. These things can be hit by certain weapons when they're on the ground, but not normal shots. Alright, these guys are quite intimidating. They make a really satisfying sound when they shoot lasers. There we go. Did a great job there. As you can see, I've not been using Turbo as much either. I just kind of feel like I'd rather play legit, and most of the time, there's only a few places where I feel like Turbo can, like, actually help cheat stuff. I mean, I did it for a couple places, for the funny. Yeah, there's another live, by the way, though I didn't pick it up. But yeah, this level's fun. It's actually kind of short, though. We just have this gatekeeper here. Really? I'm just gonna stop saying stuff, because I'm getting so many. So the Water Wave now. Starman's quite easy with this weapon, I believe. you do get low gravity in here as well. So you gotta use it to avoid everything. So yeah, Water Wave travels along the ground. One of those weapons. It's alright. I mostly only use it for this boss fight though. Which can actually be kind of hard, because you can't shoot in the air, and he's not on the ground an awful lot. But overall, all you have to do is stay away from him, which isn't that hard to do because you don't need to be close to use the weapon. So, yeah, I actually didn't need to use Rewind there very much. Oh, well, okay. I was just way too slow to using that. And I don't think his weapon actually blocks the attack either. But there you go. We have taken out all the Robot Masters. And we'll get the last weapon. And if I'm not dumb, we should have all the letters as well, right? I really hope I didn't miss one. I kind of feel like I did. But we'll get Star Crash. And the Super Arrow, something I always forget about. It's something you get for beating all the levels. And I didn't get all the letters, did I? Hold on. Oh no, we got him. It just didn't say I got him. Okay, so when you get all the letters, you get Beat, a new character / weapon. And next time, we will take him with us to Proto Man. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.